Hello friends, it's Ayan again and welcome to my quarantine vlogs. So I So I think I have coronavirus. I have not gotten tested for a number of reasons. One, because apparently there's not enough tests. And second, because apparently trying to get a test might end up being hell, as I've seen a lot of people who actually have symptoms have been trying to get. And I don't know, I'm already in like a weird mental state that fluctuates so much. And just to be quite honest, I'm not sure if I can put myself through that. My symptoms have actually been getting better. Here's the whole story. So I've actually been coughing for about more than a month, around a month, I would say. I would say that I got sick again for the second time this year. I got sick in January 1st, and it was just like a flu. It was like actually worse than what I'm having now. But then I got sick again on February 21st, and from there I like started having congestion, and I was like coughing a lot, and it was just weird. It was just like a regular cold. It seemed it was just annoying at most. So eventually I went to the doctor, and they gave me like a nasal spray, some antibiotics that treat pneumonia, some painkillers, and some cough medicine. So I took all of that and I was honestly fine. I had like a little bit of a throat infection, I think, and that got killed off in like 2 days, but I kept coughing. And so some days after that, that's when this whole thing started picking up, and that's when we officially went into like quarantine and whatnot. And for some time, like my cough was, it's honestly been like staying the same, and evidently all my family members are sick. It does worry me a bit sometimes though, because my parents are somewhat older. My mom is like a little bit under 50 and my dad is 50. So I've been keeping a close eye on them, but it seems like all of our symptoms are just very like constant. I read something that said that the symptoms of coronavirus have that kind of like almost like an incubation period where like they just kind of like stay in your body for a bit. Your symptoms don't seem like that intense because it's like your body trying to decide if it can fight it off or not. And I was like, so at this point, I think we've all been coughing for maybe like 2 weeks now. I've been coughing for like 3 weeks now, maybe over a month. And it's so weird. I get worried from time to time. And then from time to time, I'm like, you know what, whatever. Like if I die, I die. And then from time to time, I'm like, I'm young, like we're healthy. We're like doing the best we can. So many thoughts that go through my mind on the daily about this. But I think now we've been like riding a better wave in terms of all this. What happens with me is that I think I'm the one that's maybe feeling it most. I feel like I struggle with my bodily health the most out of my family for some reason. But what I've been feeling is that my respiration has gotten a little bit different. My breathing is not the same as it was before. If I talk too much, if you're like talking and like running out of breath naturally, then you'll be like, but I feel like I will, like my lungs will kind of like spasm a little bit. Then I'll like, be like inclined to cough. It was a lot worse like a week ago, I would say. But my mom, being the fucking Mexican bruja that she is, she likes to give us a bunch of teas. She made us a fucking tea that's like oregano and radish, which was nasty. It literally tasted like freaking concrete or something, but it's not that bad if you put honey in it. She had us drink that, and actually it really worked. I felt like a lot better the next day, and I have no idea how she does that. Today we also had some garlic tea in the morning. That was not that bad, but it was nasty if you like kept drinking it. Ooh, I like started to gag. My body was like bleh. But I'm just keeping a track of my symptoms and my family's symptoms, because I feel like, I don't know, like just being a Mexican American with parents that grew up with none of this medicine shit, in their country. It's kind of hard because a lot of times I feel like they lie about their symptoms or like whatever they're feeling just so that I'll have peace of mind. And I'm not always sure if they're like telling the truth or not, because I'm like, okay, well, I'll have peace of mind, but I'm also like not having peace of mind because I'm not sure if you're like telling the truth or not. I just care a lot about them, and I just don't want them to be like lying. And it gets worse, and then God forbid, but like we go to the hospital and it's like too late. It's like I just don't want that to happen. But I think we're doing good. My dad started coughing again today. He had like stopped coughing completely for like 2 days. So that's what like I find a little bit weird. My mom and I have been mostly the ones that have been coughing a lot. And my little sisters, one of them has just been coughing like consistently, but it's like very like mild, like very like throughout the day, like 1 or 2 coughs. And it doesn't sound like, it's dry, but it doesn't sound like, she keeps going or like, she's wheezing or anything. So I think that's fine. And the youngest one is like, I don't even think coughing anymore. So that's good. My mom does worry me though, because she's been like dry coughing and she'll have like small coughing fits and then be fine. And I'm like, Mom, is your respiration any different? She's like, no, And then but like the thing that gets me about her is like, I'll ask her like, oh, like those are dry coughs, huh? She's like, oh no, she's like, I just have phlegm in the morning. Like she's like, I'm just like taking it out. It's like normal. And like, I just hate it because like the fact that she like tries to like downplay it, I'm like, I get it. Like I'm scared too, but like that's what worries me. I'm like, if you're downplaying it, just like maybe like even to make yourself feel better about it, it's like, no, like just be honest. So I've been dry coughing, but I've been getting better, I think. My lungs are still like weird, so I feel like I might have had the virus and it might have caused some damage, and maybe I'm like recovering now, and maybe it'll just be a little bit before my lungs are like fine. But I do feel like I am getting better and it's not like progressing anymore. Because for a little bit, I felt like it was progressing and I was like, ugh, and I felt like this like pressure on my chest. But also, I haven't had anxiety in like a while, like physical anxiety, because I used to get this a lot. My chest pressure, my breathing would be like really heavy because, you know, like when you're anxious, you like forget how to breathe, and then you try to control it, which like in turn causes you to be more anxious and like make your breathing even weirder. It's just a vicious cycle when you have anxiety. And so I started to get anxious like a lot these past few days, and I thought that maybe might have been where the chest pressure was coming from, maybe also in addition to whatever I have going on. And so it was just a weird couple of days. I was just trying to like stay calm and like not think about it so much and like not make it more than it is. But that's actually gone away. Like now that I'm thinking about it, like I don't have any pressure right now. The only thing I feel is like I'm still coughing. I'm still having a little tiny shortness of breath every now and then. And the weird thing about my coughs are that they're dry, but then they're like phlegmy all of a sudden. Like I think it maybe is like my lungs trying to like get rid of, you know, what's ever in there, because apparently there's this like message going around Facebook that's like, apparently what happens with the virus is that it like fills up with phlegm because it destroys like cells in your lungs, and it like crystallizes or like it hardens the phlegm or whatever, the mucus, and so that's what causes respiratory problems. And you can help this by inhaling steam or like taking a hot shower or like always keeping hot fluids going down your throat, just because like the viruses hate the heat, and that's how it prevents, you know, the virus from like coming in or like clear your lungs for whatever treatment apparently they're gonna give. And I'm like, okay, but when am I gonna get that? Anyway, I took a hot shower 2 nights ago, and I left it super hot, and I just stood in like the shower and just like inhaled all the steam, and it made me cough a little bit, but like I felt like it was really like clearing everything out. And I have to say that really helped. And also what my mom did, again, fucking bruja, she went out and like I think she might have like stolen some eucalyptus from like somebody's like apartment complex. But yeah, it was like a day where I was feeling like particularly weird. I was just like lazy and like weak. Like it was like that kind of like weakness that you feel like the day before you get a cold, you know, you're just like your muscles are weak and you're just like, nah, like I don't want to do anything today. So I took a nap, and they went out to do that, and then they boiled all that eucalyptus in like a big pot. And then what we did was I like, you know, covered my head with a blanket and like just put my head on top of it and like inhaled all that eucalyptus steam. That really helped, and it was really nice. Eucalyptus is also nice. It also like opened up my pores and made my skin feel like, yeah. But that's beside the point. That really helped. And so I feel like if anyone's feeling symptoms like that, I would say like definitely, you know, if you have a vaporizer or whatever, like definitely try to like get as much steam water into your lungs, because I feel like that will really help just like loosen everything and like keep it all like hot and like hydrated, and you know, just so even if you don't have it, like it'll prevent you from getting it. And yeah, that's pretty much where we are now. Isolation it's okay. I'm making videos, so I think this is keeping me busy for now. I'm learning some songs on guitar, and I'm doing makeup, and I'm really enjoying this like bit of time off as everyone's getting, because I feel like the world needed it, honestly. I feel like we were just going so fast and just thinking about maybe not the right things as a society, and I think this has really helped us to like take a step back and be like, oh, maybe we need to chill. Like already, like it's been raining so much out here in LA, and then Nick never rains like this too, and I honestly think it's because all the pollution has just stopped so fast, and like the world is like we're like resetting itself, honestly. So that's a good feeling, you know, like if anything we'll have better air quality for at least a couple of days, you know. One of my friends said that she's been meditating, and I think I'm gonna do that because I've not meditated in a while, and I think that'll really help my anxiety. And then like I told you, like I haven't felt anxiety like symptoms in like a while, and so that kind of freaked me out. And so that's another wake-up call for me. I need to take better care of my mental health right now. So yeah, hope all of that made sense, because the edible just hit me. I'm chilling. So anyway, thanks for watching. That is my quarantine vlog. You know, just as updates come, I will just keep checking in, just so my friends and family and viewers or whatever know how we're doing. That's why I look like a fucking mess right now. Ooh, she needs a haircut. Anyway, that's enough for today. Have a good day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.